guys, welcome back to my channel and another video here. Today I have a swatch and review for you of the Sweet and Sour Lacquer Salad Fingers Trio. So the background on this, because this has been out for a little while and I just got it at Polish and Beauty Expo. I slept on it, I know I did. I am surprised that I did too because I'm a huge salad fingers head. Salad fingers shaped my youth and my personality a little bit, so I don't know why I just skipped this when it first came out, but this trio came about because of the popularity of a polish pickup shade. And this one is called I Like It When the Red Water Comes Out. Now, if you guys remember when this came out, I was all about this. I was like, you guys, this is a must get. I wish listed it right away. And then I set my alarm and I logged on right at 11 or 11:30 whenever Polish Pickup goes live. I forget every single month and I always have to check the website every single month to set my alarm. But I was like, I have to have this because you know I'm in my gross greens era. I'm in my funky shimmer era right now. And this is a gross green with a red, orange, yellowy kind of sunset looking shimmer that just ideal. And it's called I Like It When the Red Water Comes Out, which is a reference to salad fingers. And even the font, the word red being red, like it's just super cute. I love it. Now you can't get this anymore outside of like maybe a D-stash. It's worth it to get it in a D-stash. I will say there's not many polishes that I would pay exorbitant amounts of money for in a D-stash. This is probably one of them just because it ties to nostalgia and it's my colors. So because of the popularity of the theme and the style of polish, Sweet and Sour Lacquer being they, came out with this trio, and it's just three more murky, kind of dingier colors with really shocking shimmers in them. Now, I don't know how well you can pick them up right now, but when I show you the swatches and the full hand swatches, they will be a little bit more apparent. These guys are $12 a piece, or if you buy the entire trio at once, it's $33, which saves you $3 whole. And who doesn't love saving money while buying nail polish? Because that money that you saved, you can use to buy more nail polish. Now, like I said, I love salad fingers. That's the source material that these are based on. Every time I mention this, though, I do like to give the disclaimer. If you don't know what salad fingers is or you're not familiar, I don't recommend that you look it up unless you are okay with like gore and weird humor and blood and things like that, because it is pretty gross for someone who maybe isn't used to that kind of stuff. I mean, I Like It When the Red Water Comes Out is a reference to him bleeding. Like, so that's weird, I guess. But I did see David Firth, the creator of Salad Fingers, just as an aside, he said that he's coming out with another episode, so like still going strong. I'm gonna have to rewatch them all. So I will get into the live swatches, I will show you the full hand swatches, and I will even swatch I Like It When the Red Water Comes Out as well, just so you can see like in comparison how these look and how they are, you know, the same finish and all that. But just as a reminder, this one is no longer available outside of like a D-stash or something like that. So up first we have I Wonder What You Taste Like, and this is described as an indigo with blue to purple shifting shimmer. It definitely has that kind of is it blue, is it purple kind of vibe. And as you can see for all of these polishes, including the original, 2 coats is still a little bit sheer on my nail length. Also, my swatches are sloppy. So all of my full hand swatches are in 3 coats. This is a pleasure for the tips, and this is described as a deep eggplant with a green and blue shifting shimmer. As you can see, the shimmer on this one, I mean, on all of them, truly it does, but on this one, it packs a punch. That green comes through like just so well under pretty much every light I put it under. Again, I'm getting nail polish all over my finger. Here it is in 3 coats, fully opaque, and that green is punching through. Then we have I Like Rusty Spoons, which is described as a dark teal with pink copper gold shifting shimmer. Now, this one I was worried about staining. It does leave a little bit of a blue tinge if you wear it long enough, but I'm immediately putting polish right back over it. So for me, that's not a concern. I like the shimmer contrast with this one. It's very pretty. And this is what I find it looks like under brighter lights, my house lights, 3 coats. Finally, we have, I like it when the red water comes out. This one, like I said before, is no longer available, but this is the one that started this whole thing. My light got a little bit weird here, but just so you can see the application of it, it does deepen up on that second coat, but just like the other 3 I showed you, on my nail length, it really needs 3 coats to become more fully opaque here. So what did you guys think of this little trio here? This is one that as soon as I found out it was going to be at PVE, I was like, okay, I missed it the first time around. I didn't really miss it. I just didn't order it and then just never got around to it. But I was like, I'm going to see it in person. I'm going to walk up to that table, and if it checks all the boxes, I'll pick it up. And of course it did. Obviously, I have it here. I'm doing the review. I've been getting more and more into shimmers, and I really like a stark shimmer. And these are kind of like spookier colors, but they have these really glowy shimmers in them. So they are really fun, good for fall, good for spooky season. I mean, good for any time of year if you're me, but I just really, really like that she kind of took that theme, that darker theme, and ran with it. As far as the naming conventions for these go, they follow the original PPU shade, which was a quote from the shorts. And so we have I like rusty spoons, which is like the iconic line. And I can just hear him saying it in my head. I had a t-shirt in probably middle school that I got at Hot Topic that had a picture of salad fingers and it said, I like rusty spoons on it. That probably is not something I should have had. That's creepy. That's a little weird. And then we have I wonder what you taste like, again, another line, and then a pleasure for the tips. Like these are all iconic, memorable lines from the Salad Fingers videos. So I think they are perfect for these polishes. And the font that she uses on the bottom is the same as the one that she used on the PPU shade. So tying it all together. As far as a favorite goes, just from the Salad Fingers, I don't want to call it a quad because, you know, it's technically just a trio, but I do still really love the original, the PPU shade. That is going to be my favorite. It is a favorite. Like I'm going to be doing a revamp of my color series, and you guys will get to see, you know, how my tastes have changed and how my collection has grown and things like that. But this will definitely be making it into, spoiler alert, the favorite greens, because this is an all-time favorite. But if I had to choose from the 3, and these are, you know, more deep blue, purpley plum type colors, I think that I would probably choose a pleasure for the tips because I really love that stark green shimmer. I think you guys can see it there. That paired with that plummy purple base color, it's just really, really pretty. And it's not that the other 2 aren't really, really pretty. I just feel like I have stuff that's a little bit more similar. Like I feel like I have an Orly that's a little bit similar to this. This is definitely more punchy than the Orly, but you know, I have a similar colorway and I have a lot of colors in this tone too. So I think that just out of the 3, this one is probably the most unique to my collection just because I don't typically wear this sort of a purple. But in this case, I really like it with that shimmer contrast. However, all 3 or even all 4 are stunning and beautiful, and I love them. As far as if I had any issues with these polishes, because I like to highlight that as well when I'm giving a review, I want it to be, you know, super fair and well-rounded. I don't have any problems with them. They are typical sweet and sour quality, which in my opinion is quite high. I really like sweet and sour. They go on really well in 2 to 3 coats, depending on your nail length. They're smooth and easy to use. They are consistent across each polish, despite, you know, different colors. They're all the same finish, but sometimes you get polishes where every polish in the collection is the same finish, and yet some are just weirder than others. But these all swatched consistently. The only thing that I have a personal problem with is I'm devastated because there was a very small limited edition drop of, it's called like an oopsie polish, where she mismixed something. And so she just launched it as part of this line, I guess, or like kind of in a similar vein. And I think there was only like 50 bottles, and somebody reached out to me on Instagram, and my Instagram's been buggy, so it doesn't always notify me of when I get messages. So I didn't notice until it was already sold out. So I didn't get it. So I don't have the special, like, not quite part of the collection polish. So if anybody did pick up a spare bottle of, I think it's Almost Orgasmic is what it's called. If you did happen to get your hands on it and you don't really want it, name your price. DM me and name your price because I will buy it from you. So my overall thoughts on this collection, it's definitely a fun collection that I love personally, just the nostalgia factor, and it is my kind of finish. I love a stark shimmer. I'm still utterly shocked that I would ever see a crossover between salad fingers and nail polish, or really just salad fingers and any other hobby of mine. Like, it's just such a weird kind of internet niche thing, like early 2000s kids would understand. It's spooky, it's weird, it's my vibe. And I just feel like Sweet and Sour, like some of the references that they make, like the Shrek polish, like they're really hitting home for me. They really got my heart. So I will be continuing to, as Hannah Louise Poston often says, I will be continuing to watch their career with great interest. Let me know down below. Were you a Salad Fingers kid? Or are you like, Hillary, what is this? What are you talking about? Why am I here? Like, I want to know. And if you were a Salad Fingers kid, what was your favorite, like, episode? I think mine was the one where he gets kidnapped by that weird thing in the forest, and then he flies away on a rusty tap to France while wearing a beret. So yeah, that was weird to say out loud. Hearing that play back, I'm like, weird. Okay, that's going to be it from me. Let me know, like I said down below, what was your favorite Salad Fingers episode if you watched it, and what is your favorite from this trio, or did you prefer the original polish pickup shade? That's going to be it from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.